It looks like Chelsea interest in Garnacho is very, very serious because Fabrizio brought an update, or shared an update on Garnacho. And in this video, we're talking about Benjamin Šeško. Obviously, it looks like Chelsea are interested in him as well. And we're talking about Gittens. I've been mentioning him in a few videos now. If you haven't been watching my video, check some of my video. I've talked about him. It looks like Chelsea and Liverpool are interested in him. A new signing, we signed a new player from Strasbourg, Sarr. You get me? And these are one of the things we'll be talking about in this video, and João Félix as well, and a lot more. You get me? So welcome back to the channel. This is Papi Knows Football. At the end of the video, you like what I'm doing, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more updates. So let's get into it. According to Fabrizio Romano, Borussia Dortmund expect Benjamin Gittens to stay in January. Top English club has started to make their moves. Obviously, Dortmund has not been at it this season. They has been in a very, very bad place, and Chelsea needs Benjamin Gittens. He's a left winger, and it looks like we are lacking bodies there. Some say that João Félix could play there. Some say that Nkunku could play there, but we need a proper left winger. Given that we haven't known the verdict of Mykhailo Mudryk, but with Chelsea looking for a left winger in the market, I'm definitely sure that Mykhailo Mudryk result will be coming out positive, and he's going to be out for a while. But we haven't heard any updates on Mykhailo Mudryk sample B. So let's move on. Chelsea announced a new player. Actually, Chelsea signed a new player. He's not like a new player. Chelsea promoted a player from Strasbourg to Chelsea. If you don't know, Strasbourg is like a sister club to Chelsea. We almost the same club. We have loaned a lot of players there. Actually, we sold Diego Morello to them in the summer, who is still like our player. So that's where we push most of our players, or we buy players, we loan them there. Caleb Wiley is there, Petrovic is there, Andre Santos is there. There are even talks of them even pushing Connie Chukwuemeka there. But according to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea is set to sign talent Mamadou Sarr from Strasbourg. The fee is around 16 million. Oh, sorry, Fabrizio Hawkins, 16.19 million, and Strasbourg will keep the defender and on loan. And Matt Law has further come out and emphasize on the same thing, but now it's kind of different fee. Mamdou Sarr is set to move from Strasbourg to Chelsea in the summer. The deal is agreed for a fee around 11 to 12.7 million. Different fees. So now it looks like we're not sure on the fee because we have been hearing multiple fees, but it doesn't matter. It looks like Chelsea are signing. Now, is a summer signing? Yes. Does this signing in any way improve our defense? I don't know. Have I watched Mamadou Sarr? I haven't seen him. In fact, this is actually the first time I'm hearing a player of that name, and I know most of you is equally your first time. I don't know, you have to be crazy for you to watch him. I don't know, you have to be obsessed with football for you to actually watch Strasbourg. Like, bro, there's a lot of matches to watch and you choose Strasbourg. I don't watch Strasbourg. You get me? Let's be honest, I don't watch him. I haven't seen him. I'm hearing of him the first time. This is the first time I'm hearing of him. So I don't have anything to talk. But if you have watched him, tell me about him. I would like to hear you. But I'm like, does he improve our defense? Obviously, what's his name? I think what's his name? Disasi is definitely leaving. Is he a replacement for Disasi? We have a lot of young players in that position. We have Aram Anselmino there. We have what's his name? Josh Achampong, who was recently promoted there. So like another young player, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, I'm tired of this Sunday school you people are building. Build a proper team. This is Sunday school. He's 21 years old. He's not experienced. Like I said, defenders don't pick at 21. It's rare. You could say Kubrasi. Oh, Kubrasi, if Kubrasi comes England, different ball game. England is not for the weak. I'm saying it. Kubrasi will not survive in England. And quote me anyway, I'll say it again and again. He will not survive in England. So, or let's say that's mere abnormality. It doesn't happen. You get me? And I don't know, will he adapt? We have seen players like Benjamin Šeško and Disasi move from French league to Premier League, and they haven't adapted. 2 seasons now, they haven't adapted. So I think I have my worries about him. Obviously, not going to be a starting player, but like I said, we still need to improve. Or is this the secret centre back that Chelsea are planning to sign? These directors, you guys, you guys need to be questioned. Obviously, I'm recording this video before the Chelsea versus Wolves, so we'll see what happens. Because you guys need to be patient. You get me? And if you are seeing this video, make sure you go check the Chelsea versus Wolves review, because it must has been out by then. So let's move on. So given that Mamadou Sarr was signed, already we have 3 players. I think we can't have more than 3 loan players there. It looks like we'll be recalling one. According to Lakip, he says that Chelsea will recall Caleb Wiley from Strasbourg so they can loan Mamadou Sarr back to them. But another report has come. A source close to Chelsea has said that Chelsea signed Chelsea 11.9 million deal, like multiple fees, man. For Strasbourg, Mamadou Sarr is a pre-agreed transfer, meaning they don't need to cancel any loan at their partner French club. So what he's basically saying is that it's a pre-agreed, like we did for Estoval, like we did for Nkunku. He's not on loan, it's pre-agreed, So we're basically signing him ahead of time. We are signing him, but he's going to get into the books in the summer of 2025. Yes, so he's going to join Chelsea in 6 months when the season is over. So you have to play the remaining 6 months at Strasbourg. But we'll also have to see what happens. Will Chelsea recall someone? I don't know. With obviously Renato Vega looks like he's going to leave because there are talks of Juventus being in the race, but I don't think anything about Renato Vega is in this news. Once we get very serious news on Renato Vega, then we'll talk about it. Then moving on. So as you can see, Casside, there are talks of him. He's leaving. He's definitely leaving. He's 90% leaving. But it's about which club. But during the negotiation with Lazio, Chelsea asked of a player. So according to reports from Italy, said that during the discussion for Cesare Casside, Chelsea asked for information about Lazio left back Nuno Travis. Nuno Travis was a former Arsenal player. I think they sold him in the summer, but so far so good. This season, he has been one of the highest assisting defenders in Europe. I think so, in Europe, yes. And I think he's looking forward to break Dani Alves' record. I don't know how many assists he has this season, because obviously I'm not following up Lazio. You get me? But we have to see what happens. But still on loan. Let's talk about loan. Nah. But it looks like a player will be leaving on loan. Santos wants David Washington on loan. The talks between the club and the player are underway. All Chelsea needs is to say yes to the striker's loan. Yes. So most of you don't know David Washington. He's a young player, 20 years. Yeah, he's in Chelsea Academy. We signed him from Palmares. Is it Palmares? I don't know, but we signed him from Brazil definitely. But hasn't been given a shot. I've been given a chance in the first team. Obviously, Pochettino used him. I think in a League Cup last season. I think so. So Pochettino used him, but he hasn't since then. He hasn't moved to play in Chelsea's first team. We haven't seen him, especially this season. So it looks like he's going to be moving to Santos. We're going to move him back to Brazil. We'll just have to see what happens. So this one is an update. Benjamin Šeško. Obviously, Arsenal is after him. And this transfer, Benjamin, man, I don't know what these directors are doing. But apparently, Chelsea has decided to compete with Arsenal for Benjamin Šeško. They spoke with his representative and recently contacted RB Leipzig for an initial informative discussion in order to increase their chance of succeeding. He can leave for 67 million euros. I don't know, is that euros or pounds? Help me out. I'm not good with this. Oh, sorry. It's okay. Sorry, yeah. But yeah, it looks like Chelsea are in for Benjamin Šeško. Obviously, we are in for him in the summer, but he optioned to extend his contract and he had a gentleman agreement with RB Leipzig for him to leave in the summer. So it looks like Arsenal want to fast track the whole thing. They want to sign him this January alone with an option to buy. And I don't know, we are going back and forth. It looks like it's happening. It looks like it's not happening. But one thing I'm sure is that Benjamin Šeško has always been in Chelsea's list. But for me, now it's not about Chelsea. Personally, Benjamin Šeško is still a young striker. He's still 21 years old. He's played well. I think he has 11 goals this season, which is quite well. But like that looks like another Jackson. Now that's why I don't understand what we are doing. You throw in a bunch of young players, and you're not giving them chance to develop. Jackson is 22 years old. Šeško is 21 years old. Gu is 19 years old. It's crazy. That's why I said get me a more older striker. You get Victor Osimhen. They have few years back. Osimhen plays for 4 years. Jackson takes over. You have a succession plan. This whole Benjamin Šeško thing, I'm not interested in it. Get me a proper player. I don't know our transfer tactics, so I don't understand what we are doing. But this Benjamin Šeško thing, I'm not up for it. Yeah, but if the club signs him, yeah, but I'm not up for it. He's not a player I like. I don't like him. I know they feel the guy. I've seen him play in the Euros. It was not that. So Arsenal can have it. Like I said, get me Victor Osimhen. Splash that money. Sign Victor Osimhen. Sign the Isak. Alexander Isak. Is that? Yeah. Sign Isak for me. You get me? So let's move on. Now, Garnacho. I think I leave the best for the last. Apparently, Garnacho, Chelsea are really, really interested in Garnacho. First time it happened, I didn't really want to talk about it because I think I have mixed opinion on Garnacho. You get me? But according to Fabrizio, Chelsea are interested in Garnacho, which is a story to watch in the final 2 weeks of the January transfer window. And Sky Sports has further went on and said that Garnacho is happy at Manchester United. Chelsea have formalized their interest yet. Chelsea have not formalized their interest yet, but do appreciate the player. And Fabrizio furthermore add to it that Chelsea called Manchester United about Garnacho at the end of December, and again in the recent days, they want to be kept informed on the situation. They see his talent and potential. Fabrizio furthermore went on and said that Chelsea feels there is a possibility for Manchester United to open door for Garnacho, and it has to be a big proposal. But Chelsea feels it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Chelsea wants to look for a potential swap deal, but nothing has evolved. And Fabrizio furthermore added that there are more talks between Chelsea and Man United over Garnacho are expected soon. Now, I have mixed opinion on Alejandro Garnacho. Now, is he the best player? My best option? No. But I think there's a talent there. Let's be honest. There's a talent there. He has not been at his this season. Yes. He has attitude problem. Yes. All these things you can't deny. But one thing I'm sure is that there is a way that Manchester United makes every player looks shite. It makes every player looks bad. Garnacho, for example, he wasn't looking good there. So he was not good. Is a problem. Sold him to us. Bam. 10-goal contribution this season. You look at Di Maria, left Manchester United, play well at PSG. Who else? Memphis Depay left Manchester United. He's doing well. Any player that like I said, I did a review of Manchester United match against Brighton. Any player they touch, turns rubbish. Yeah, you can't. I will never judge a player in his form in Manchester United because there is a way that Manchester United kind of make you look rubbish. A rubbish team. With all due disrespect, Manchester United is a rubbish team. They're a big club, but they are rubbish. So I won't be judging Garnacho, but I think other things, the off-field problem, the leaking of team news and stuff. That's where I have problem on the whole Garnacho thing. Is he my first choice? Nah. But will I have him? I have him, but you get me. But like I said, I have mixed feeling. I'm not pushing. I'm not a pro Garnacho. I'm not pushing for us to sign. I'm not like if he signs, going to be a big signing for Chelsea. But I think he's a good player, and I see a talent there. And if we could get him on a cheap, and that's the problem. What Manchester United is asking, I think they're valuing him for 70 million. I see Garnacho for 70 million. Thank you. Bye. I know obviously Napoli has tabled a bid of 47 million, 47 point something million, and they have rejected it. So I don't see how likely. I don't see Chelsea spending that kind of money in Garnacho. But the Garnacho deal is like something a lot of Chelsea fans were like going around like, yeah, we don't need him, send him out, blah 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 blah. I was chilled. I didn't say anything about it. You get me? But there is a way that, like I said, there is a way Manchester United makes every player that comes into that club looks shit. They look rubbish. You get me? So I can't really judge him. He can come to Chelsea and he can, play well, start doing well. You get me? He has the talent there. You get me? He has there's a player there. Obviously, there is a player there. You get me? You can't say that Garnacho is a bad player. But we just have to see what happens. We just have to see. If he comes, do I want him to come? Probably not. But if he comes, am I fine with it? I'm chill because number one, he's Premier League experienced. Yeah, and he's on low salary, which I don't really care, but he's on low salary. But if it doesn't work, I'll go after the directors. You get me? So let's move on. João Félix. So My last video, I think I talked about João Félix being linked to AC Milan, which is true. But according to Fabrizio, he said several clubs are calling Jorge Mendes to ask about João Félix. But let's see what happens. They are asking if it's a possibility and what type of bid and what does the player want to do. So like they are making inquiries. Like I said, it all depends on João Félix. I haven't seen him say that he wants to move. I think anytime he comes in, he has looked good for us. But we just have to see what happens with João Félix. Will he leave? I don't know. Do I want him to leave? I don't even know. Like I'm tired with the whole Chelsea is the buying and selling. We are supermarkets. We buy in the summer, we sell in the winter. So we are supermarkets. That we have to just accept it. If you like throw fuss about it, the directors will still do what they want to do. My problem is I don't care who you sell, as long as we are playing well. Play good football, sell anybody, sell Palmer, sell the owners. I am fine with it. But those win matches for me. See, I don't flip if that sell Stamford Bridge. I don't flipping care. Get me wins. Win matches for me. I don't care. Win matches, win trophies for me, and I'm good. Say anything you want to say, I'm fine. Say I'm female team football, I'm fine. Say I'm male team football, I'm fine. Say the director, I'm fine. Sell our owners. Sell Enzo. Sell everybody. Sell our legend. I'm fine. Just will be profits. Do you get me? So that's all for now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. It go be.